Hello everyone, welcome to part 79 of Advanced Ecom series in Laravel 7. So we are going to continue working on our product detail page. Okay, so in last video we able to amend the that detail page design. Okay, so in this video we are going to dynamically call the information of the product detail. Okay, so for that we are going to update our function, that detail function as well. I am going to open products controller here, and I will go inside detail function, and here I am going to update the function based on the id. Okay, we will get the id from here, and I will also open the route. Okay, so I will just yeah, here is our route. Okay, so we are passing id as well as code. Okay, I will do one thing. I am going to remove the code from here. See, this url, if you want to make this url, so it's your choice, but to make it simple, I will just use the id because I don't want to make it complex. Okay, and from here also I'm going to remove id, and from function also I'm going to remove the code. Sorry, I'm going to remove the code everywhere. I will make it simple like this. Okay, so that it will look like this, product slash one. Now it is fine. Okay, so now only the id you need to pass here, and product, then the product id to get the complete product details. Okay, so like I have told you in last video, that we are going to work on these things. This one we have done in last video. We able to embed the product detail design. Now we are going to call the product information, and then we will also show the product images. Okay, and after that we will work on this small, medium and large sizes. We will call the sizes of the product in drop down, and with every size the price we are going to call with ajax. Okay, so that thing also we are going to do, and zoom feature images we will also do, and finally we will work on the related products, these products. Okay, this one we are going to work on. Okay, so here now I am going to, I have updated the route as well. I have removed that code, and now from this $id I will write the query to get the product detail. Okay, so like we always do, product details. I will write like product details, and we can simply first of all we'll write like this product, and we can use the find $id. It will see, find is going to check $id, this id with the first column, that is the id. Okay, I am going to open the database as well, and here see, it will compare with this column. Okay, id column. So after finding the id, I am going to convert it to array, so that we can get the array. Okay, we can get the result in array, and here I can simply use dd short form to get the result. Okay, I'm going to check, like I want to display the product id 1. Here I am passing 1. Now see, the details of product id 1 is coming. All the details are coming, that is in the products table of one id. See, category id, section id, brand id, and all the details are coming. Okay, so I will do one thing like I always do. I will open two screens. I will open two tabs, one for the query and one for checking there in code, and I will also send these product details in blade file as well, like this. Okay, so now I will refresh here. See, at one end I will have the design of the product detail. Here one by one we are going to make it dynamic. We are going to make the product name dynamic. Then after that, brand name we will call. After that, the number of items, how many items are available for this product. Then we will give small, medium and large sizes. We will show the product description dynamically. We will show the product details dynamically. Everything, brand, code, color, fabric, pattern, all will come dynamically. If some information is not there, then we will not show this column. Okay, so wash care and discriminator also we are going to show dynamically. Okay, so whatever information we are adding from the admin panel, we are going to display here as well. Okay, so all the information we are going to show dynamically. And on the one end I am just will check my query that everything we are getting or not, and it will help us to copy the exact variables so that we can get the result. So see here, for the product name, we can have this one, product name we are having. So I will open that our detail blade file, and here I am going to first of all I will update the product name. We use dollar product details we are using, and now see I will copy from here. This is the product name and I will copy here. Okay, so I will refresh, not refresh this one, I will refresh this one. See, blue casual t-shirt, now it is showing the exact name of the t-shirt, and here you can compare blue casual t-shirt is correct. Okay, so next one is the brand name. We want to show the brand name as well. So for showing the brand name, see, we don't have the brand name, we have the brand ID only, we don't have the brand name. So see here, we want the relation here, that product with brand relation, and we already having some of the relation that we have used in our admin panel. So I will open the product model, and here you can see we already having the category relation, section relation, brand relation, attribute relation, images relation. So we have all the relations with us. Just we need to attach with the query so that we can get the complete product details along with their category. Like we will get like this product belongs to which category, this product belongs to which product, this product belongs to which section, this product have which images, this product have which attributes. Okay, so all the details we can fetch once we will attach the relations with our query. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to attach all the relations, like category relation. Category relation is required because here we will show the category as well, like home, then category name, then product name. Okay, like this we can show if we want. So I will attach these things here with our query, with first of all category, after that section also we can show if we want to show, it's our choice, but section is not required right now. So we will add the brand, and after that see, after that we will add the attributes also we required, and images also we required. Now once again we want to debug it and we want to check what information we are getting. So now I need to refresh this one, and here we go, and you can see at the bottom of this one we have get category array, brand array, attributes array, and images array. You can see here, you can open the arrays like this, category array. Okay, the category array, all the information of this product category we are having the category name, that is the casual t-shirts. Okay, and also we are having the brand array, we can open the brand array as well, and we are having the brand name, that is arrow, and we can open the attributes. Okay, and we are getting the details of the attributes as well. Okay, you can check small, medium and large. Okay, so we are having the attributes of this product as well, and images array also, and we are having the images. There are two images of these two alternate images of this product. Okay, that also we are having. Okay, so now we are having the complete details of the product. Okay, so now we can show all these complete details in our product detail blade file. Okay, So now we will show the brand name, and for showing the brand name we will get from the brand array that we have just got it. So here I will the brand name. Brand name is inside the brand array, and we can check it out. Brand after that name. Now we can check that it is displaying or not, and for that I need to comment once again this one. Now we can check once again here. See, brand name is now coming, arrow. Okay, so after this we are going to show stock also. We can show, but not right now. We will show first all the information that we are having here. Stock we are not having. We need to, for calculating the stock, we need to get the stock first from the attributes, and we need to calculate the stock from here. We need to sum up the stock like this one, all the attribute stock we need to sum up, and that we will show some other time, or under items in stock. Okay, so for that we will write some more code, but right now we are going to first show all the information that we are getting here. Okay, so we can show the price we are having. The main price, we are going to show the main price. See, this price is going to change whenever we will select these sizes. Okay, sizes also we are going to show, but we will show the main price for now, and main price is coming here. This is the main price of the product that we are showing in listing pages as well. Okay, so now we can check. See, 1500 rupees, this is the price of the of this product. Okay, and this main price is coming. I will show you that from where it is coming. We can open the admin panel so that more things will be clear to us. Here we can open any of this product details we can open and see. This is the main price of the product. Means this price we are going to show everywhere. Okay, but whenever we will add its attributes, then its price going to change. Okay, see, from here we are adding the attribute, so its price is going to change for every attribute. There can be different price. Like for small there will be there can be 500 rupees, for medium there can be 600 rupees, for large there can be 700 rupees. Okay, so these prices vary whenever we select this side. Okay, so here we will not show small by default. Here we are going to show, sorry, we are going to select like this, select site. Okay, here we will show, and every time we will select small, then price will change. Okay, that we are going to do in Ajax. In next video we are going to work on this one. Okay, but right now we want to show all the information, other information we are going to show, and for these attributes as well, we are getting the attributes here. See here, this one attributes, we can use the for each loop for the attributes. As dollar attribute. Okay, here I can remove all and for it. Okay, here I am going to show dollar attribute search. Now we can check it must come dynamically. Okay, so we miss this one. Now it will come fine. We can check. Okay, so now these sizes are coming dynamically. Okay, small, medium and large. Okay, so now it is fine. And now come to this one, and we are going to show the product description dynamically as well. Here it is. So I am going to remove this information and we are going to show here the product description. Okay, so we know the product description dollar product details. Here description will come. Okay, so this one we can do this. So all these details also we are going to show dynamically. Brand we are already having, so we can show this one. Okay, so code we can copy this one and we'll paste there. Product underscore code. Okay, and color product underscore color. Fabric, here we will add fabric. Pattern we will add. Okay, so I will check once. All the details will come see dynamically. Okay, everything will come dynamically. Okay, here we say brand, code, color, fabric, pattern. Okay, and we are going to show the other filters as well. Okay, so other information, check once here. See all other information like sleep, fit, occasion, these one also we are going to show. So I will just paste. Okay, so all the information is now coming, and check these one are not required right now, is which are not required. Description we are having, wash care and wash care is there, and for wash care we can show here. I will copy this one and will paste here. Wash care. Okay, so this disclaimer we can show it like this only, and rest everything seems to be fine, and okay, done. So most of the things are coming as dynamically. I can refresh and I can check. Okay, so all the details. And one more thing, like if the user, if the client does not add some information like occasion is not there, so here the field will left empty, you can see. But we don't want to So like this, see, all these columns are not mandatory, so we will add condition here. Like if fabric is there, then only it will be shown. If pattern is there, then only it will be shown, like this. Okay, but these fields are mandatory, so no need to add condition, because these will always be there for the product. But for all these fabric to occasion, we will add the conditions. Okay, and we will add here. See, from this one to this one. Okay, so like this we will add the condition for other ones as well. Okay, so here we will add occasion, here we will add fit, here we will add sleeve, so it will be shown only if these are not there. So here I forget, if not empty, we will do like this. Okay, so this one is required, not empty, not empty, not empty, not empty. Okay, now we can check. Okay, so that occasion is not coming, as we have disabled from the admin panel. So now it is not coming. Like this we can disable from here as well. Okay, so if I will disable something more, like if I will not show pattern, select pattern, submit. Now see, refresh, so pattern is gone away. Okay, only those we will show which are coming exactly. Okay, so in next video we are going to show the product images as well dynamically. Okay, and also we will work on change of the price on the selection of size with Ajax. Okay, if we will select small, then the small price will come. If we will select medium, then the medium price will come. Okay, so once again we are going to work in Ajax, so that we can display dynamically whatever the customer select the option. Okay, so that thing we are going to do in next video. Okay, so stay tuned for next video. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.